And today we are reacting to Goofy Horror Movies 3. Man, oh man, now I feel like we can all agree we done seen some pretty stupid things in a movie theater that make you just scratch your head and go, bro, what the hell were these people thinking? You know, I will say, it's not that many black people in these situations, you know, I can shout out that. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get to the video and see these goofy horror movies and these stupid people in them.
Movies could come in many styles. There's scary ones, boring ones, and then the third one, goofy ones. That's right, ladies and gents. Today, once again, I'll be going over some more of the goofiest horror movies I've personally seen. And y'all know the drill. Some of these you may know or even like. Some of these you may not like at all. And in the end, I'll go over one of the goofiest horror movies I've seen in a minute. And without further ado, alright, so before I even start, let me tell y'all, this movie is good. It's just surprising. Like, you'll watch the first few minutes of it thinking it's seriously a regular horror movie, but then it evolves into something else. So in Ready or Not, we follow this couple who are getting married, Grace and Alex. And this girl, Grace, might be the luckiest woman in the world. Because let me tell you, this dude, Alex's family is loaded. They are wealthy, stupid wealth, bidets and golden toilet paper type of wealth. The Leto Masses, a family that got their fortune off selling board games. And even though watching this, it may seem like the come up of a lifetime for Grace. Like, you telling me all I gotta do is get married to you when I'm rich? Where do I sign? Always read the fine print, cause there seems to be a bit more going on with this family. Something weird. And Alex knows it. He calls his family horrible people. Which, I mean, they're billionaires. Grass is green type take. But still, for him to say it, whatever's going on.
It's the sky blue ad take.
Going on gotta be bad. So bad he even tries convincing Grace to call off their wedding and run away together. And see, if it was me, I would have told him, you must be out of your mind if you think I'm gonna give up this bag because you might have some weird family lore. Your parents are actually cousins, boo-hoo. GG, go next. And Grace was on the same wavelength as me because she tells Alex they're still getting married. And so they do. And although a very sweet one, you know, doing it for the sake of love. Stick it to the man. So what if the family doesn't like y'all together? This was not the right decision. Alex might have been right about his family. Because after their beautiful wedding, Grace and Alex head back to the room to, you know, celebrate. But before they can even get comfortable, Alex is on
Get freaky! Oh, hell no, boy. What the fuck? Who the fuck is this?
and telling them everyone's waiting for them. Waiting for them? For what? Side note, yo, I don't know who this lady is, but she did a great job at looking like a miserable rich person. Like a great job. I can't explain it. She just looked like she would say a slur, you know what I mean? But like I said,
oh god, she look like she'll throw a mean here. Call you crazy about your name, boy.
Waiting for them? For what? Well, Alex explains to Grace that his family has this tradition. Whenever there's a wedding and a new person is let into the family, they do a game night, picked by the newest member of the family. Since, you know, they got their fortune off games, they all play a game for some sort of initiation type of thing, you know? At least, that's what he told her. I'm not gonna say he was lying, because he wasn't. What he told her was true, but he definitely did leave some stuff out. Because when they get to the room where they decide the game, everyone is tense for some reason. What's going on, y'all? Did Auntie actually say a slur? What's up? And when they sit down and give Grace this box to decide the game, they get even more tense. Especially Alex and his brother. Look at their faces. But this tension reaches an all-time high when the game Grace gets is revealed to be hide and seek. And watching this, I thought they was just upset because they ain't get Monopoly or something. But no. Well, yes. But no. It's much darker.
Uno would have went crazy too. You know what I'm saying? That's my game right there. Can nobody watch this video fuck with me in Uno, man? I swear. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, boy.
Than that. Because after Alex's dad tells Grace that she'll be the hider and the rest of the family will be the seekers and escorts her out the room, we find out that this hide and seek they play ain't about hiding under the bed or behind some curtains. Nah, this hide and seek is really a hunting game. A manhunt, with the prey being Grace. Yup, it all has to do with a deal the family made ages ago, a deal with the devil for their fortune. Only catch was in exchange for their fortune, when someone gets married into the family, they have to play a game the night of the marriage. Could be any game though. Could be chess, Jenga, Hungry Hippos, whatever. All of those games are safe, with the exception of one, hide and seek. A game where the family, instead of finding the newest member, they have to kill them, which I can't even begin to explain how messed up that is.
So he really tried to save her ass, if we're being honest, you know, she just didn't want to listen. Women.
Like, come on, man. Hide and seek? That's one of the best ones. Why couldn't it be a boring one like Chutes and Ladders? Nobody plays that no more. And if the family fails to win the game, they believe by sunrise, they'll all die. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Well, this stuff sounds intense. How could this be considered a goofy movie? Well, I'll tell you. It's because all that stuff I just said is within the first 10 minutes before we really even see anything.
Damn.
But once the game...
That's a lot to get into in 10 minutes? That's a lot to get into, bro. That's a lot of information to unpack within the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Starts, bro, this family is full of a bunch of idiots. Like, the movie straight up turns into damn near a comedy movie. We got Alex's sister running around accidentally killing maids and doing bumps mid-hunt. His aunt from earlier on go mode with a battle axe like she's a freaking Thor from Infinity War. And we even got some dude watching YouTube tutorials on how to use a crossbow mid-hunt, which honestly, super...
I ain't gonna lie, that's not crazy though. That's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've YouTubed how to change a tire while I'm changing a tire. I watched that Jason Tatum video on how to tie a tie. You know. So him looking at how to use that, hey, I don't think that's crazy.
For real, but this junk is ridiculous. That was only the start of it too. At some point we see Grace go at it with the family butler, who's just a character of his own. I mean, he's British. And the fight ends with her smashing a teapot on his face. Then you got another scene where Grace is looking to get help from the remaining maid, and she's like, oh, thank goodness, could you please? She's over here. And then my favorite one, after this girl accidentally dies and Grace leaves, we see her end up outside of the family's property, where again, she's looking for help. And at the perfect time, a car rolls up on her, and again, she's like, oh, thank goodness, could you please? Has to be my favorite scene in the movie, has to be. Either that or the ending, because it was too crazy for me not to like it. So in the end, after Alex turns on Grace, yeah, he turns on her. Hell man. The family finally gets a hold of her. But when they're rushing to do their sacrificial ritual, Grace breaks out and then... oh no, it's too late. The sun is up. But guess what? Nothing happens.
Nigga, there's no way. So you mean to sit here, bro, look me in my face and tell me these niggas was finna catch a body for nothing? And fire all these niggas, man. What the fuck?
So you mean to tell me they don't die? You mean to tell me all this blood was shed for no reason? Man, that's a load of bull. Holy shit. The Leto monsters just started exploding. Straight up, all of them, one by one, even the kids. Looks like that curse was real. Well, all of them except one, Alex. And remember how I told y'all he betrayed Grace? Well, now it's time for revenge, because Grace tells Alex she wants a divorce. And that's the ending. After that, Grace just walks out the burning mansion and pops a cig and starts orifying. I'm not gonna lie, she got it. I know some of y'all didn't find that goofy, but let's not forget, y'all, that was only the first movie. But like I said, that's only the first movie with the vid. A movie similar to Ready or Not, but even more ridiculous, is Happy Death Day. And to me, this movie barely categorizes as a horror movie.
I ain't gonna lie, she walla, she got stank pooch. I'ma just say it. If nobody else was gonna say it, I'ma say it. She look like her pH is off.
In this one, we also follow a blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady, but instead of it being a newlywed, it's a college student named Tree. Yeah, her name is Tree, like a tree. And while Grace from the last movie seemed like a kind soul, you know, for all that madness, this girl Tree is kind of a total bitch. I'm serious too, like she's not the best person. First of all, today is her birthday, right? Happy birthday. And the ringtone she has, horrible. Hey, it's my birthday, and I ain't gotta pick up the phone. Like, come on, bro, horrible ringtone. You gotta be a bad person to have it. Then she ignores her dad's birthday call, which is like, come on, man. That's Pops. She tells this dude he got the shrimp. She's a part of a sorority. She throws out her friend's cupcake, and she's a part of an affair with this doctor. Come on, man, that's foul. You telling me that other dude was competing with a doctor? Of course he gonna lose. Tree is not the best person. The only thing I'll say that she did that was supposed to seem mean, but I didn't really find mean, was not signing some global warming petition this lady tried to give her. Because if it was me, I'm not signing that junk either. It's a noble cause, but you think Toyota higher ups gonna stop producing cars? Because, oh my goodness, look how many signatures this petition got. No, them petitions ain't even gonna make it off campus. I say, if you want real change, start walking everywhere. That'll show them. But yeah, point is, Tree is not the best person, but her karma was about to catch up to her. Cause that night, while she's on the way to a freaking frat party, man, Tree hears music coming from under this bridge. And it's a horror movie, so you know they gotta do some dumb stuff. Yeah, Tree, let's just walk towards the
Exactly, bro. A black person would never. A black person would never do no stupid shit. They hear the music, like, what they going on over here? And walk the other way. Oh, man, bro.
fucking music box in the middle of the dark under construction tunnel. Yeah, let's do that. I don't be understanding this.
But she's also blonde, though, so she's obviously not that smart. So.
Stuff. Like, you would think she would know because girls are usually more cautious, but nah, I'm a dude, and when I walk alone at night, I don't go and just start investigating stuff that just seems out of place. The fuck I look like, Dora? If something looks even a bit out of the ordinary, I'm out. I'm serious, man. I remember one night I was walking home from a friend's house, and in my usual path, I seen a carton of broken eggs just lying out on the floor. I turned my ass around immediately. Who the hell is dropping pasteurized eggs at 11 p.m.? I don't know who, and I wasn't trying to find out. But Tree wasn't thinking like that. She went up to this music box without a single thought in her brain, just thinking it was a prank from some college dude. But when she turned around, things got a little more unsettling, because she saw a dude in a freaking baby mask just staring at her. And I mean really staring. And as goofy as his mask looks, and as much as I like to play the tough guy, I would be shitting myself in this situation. Don't judge me.
It depends on the day you caught me. You know, you catch me on the right day, I will be scared. But you catch me on the wrong day, I'll be like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing, bruh? Why the fuck is you wearing this fucking mask? Bro, this nigga pissing me off, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would've hit him with one of them. Simple. Bro, take off that fucking mask and fight me, bitch ass nigga! Yeah.
Tree was too. Well, at first she actually thought it was still a prank, but when the baby ain't say nothing and just stood there, Tree immediately pulled the, all right buddy, I'm calling cops. And surprisingly, it worked. It's what she thought. Tree starts running for her life, and of course, horror movie stuff. She trips, so the dude catches up to her, pulls her head back, and what's going on? Oh, it was all a dream, is what I thought at first. But when Tree starts seeing all the same stuff from the dream, I started to get a little suspicious. Dude's friend coming in asking if he cracked just like the dream. Same global warming petition lady coming up to her just like the dream. Even the dude she said got the shrimp approaches her again, just like the dream. What is going on? Even Tree was confused. And this is how you know Tree is not a good person, because dream or not, she does not eat her roommate's cupcake again. But yeah, this is like the biggest case of deja vu ever. What's going on? Well, after stumbling upon that same tunnel from the dream, and this time going the opposite way, oh my goodness, yes, I was so happy to see this. Like, yes, Oak Tree, learn, use your brain. She arrived at the house she was supposed to head to the first time and sees the baby from the dream. But don't worry, it was just a regular dude in a mask, because this is a surprise party for her. So everyone starts partying, and you know that look guys and girls give each other when something is about to go down?
I'm gonna be honest, I never understood that. Personally, bro, I'm oblivious as fuck. You know, people have told me all the time when I'm in the club, they be like, yo, you know what I'm saying, you kept looking at me multiple times, so I just assumed that you know what I'm saying, want to talk to me. No. I'm just very observant of my surroundings. For me personally, type of guy I am, you're gonna have to walk up to me and basically tell me you trying to, you know, for me to catch the hint. Because otherwise, bro, I'm gonna just think that you just looking around. So I can't relate to this point that he's making, but
No, I'm seriously asking. Do y'all know the look? Cause I don't. Well, it looks like that's what was happening between Tree and this dude, because they end up in his room. But while this dude is
damn, Tree, you just easy as fuck. You just giving it out like that's all it took was a look, not even a name exchange, and you already ready to, you know what I'm saying, bump and grind. You know what I'm saying, with no clothes on. God damn, it's easy.
Dancing to seduce Tree. Tree gets a text and responds to it. And in the background, while she's responding, we see the killer from the dream come out the closet.
Bro, this nigga deserves to pass away, bro. This nigga danced like a fucking dork. Like, come on, man. What are we looking at? What are we talking about right now? No, Nah, murk that nigga.
And kill this dude while he's dancing. And since the music was so loud, Tree didn't notice. So when she turns around, she thinks it's just this dude being weird wearing a baby mask again. That is, until she sees his body on the ground. Uh-oh. Tree tries running to the door, but the killer grabs her, then grabs a bong, and then Tree wakes up in the dorm again. And this is when we realize that first night wasn't a dream. Tree is trapped in a time loop. Yup, every time she dies, she'll wake up in the same room with the same ringtone, same outfit, same people interacting with her. Every time she dies, she'll wakes up in the dorm again. And this is when we realize that first night wasn't a dream. Tree is trapped in a time loop. Yup, every time she dies, she'll wake up in the same room.
Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go.
With the same ringtone, same outfit, same people interacting with her, same everything. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, for a silly movie, this concept is terrifying. Especially the way I'm thinking about it. It scares me. Continuously dying over and over again is bad enough, but imagine you like me and you get comfortable with this whole loop thing. That's the worst thing that can happen. Cause I know myself, I'll just start trying stuff. I'll start using it as a checkpoint, that way I could do random bold stuff, cause you know, nobody gonna remember. But then the one day I wanna try something really crazy, the loop stops and I can't reset no more and I'm in the middle of a Walmart naked. That junk will be scary. But as scary as it is, I told y'all, this movie is just like Red.
I mean, not scary if you got a shrimp, yeah. But you know what I'm saying, you pecking at that Long John Silver, you gonna be straight.
Or not. It tackles it in a unique way. Because after Tree discovers she's in a loop and the only way to get out is by killing the killer, we get a compilation of her doing process of elimination bars by repeatedly dying. We see her get drowned, stabbed, hit by a bus. She dyes her hair for some reason, hit by a bat, walks around naked for some reason. I told y'all it was a good idea. Self-delete. We even see her get blown up, all while Demi Lovato is playing in the back for some reason. I don't know why. And after all this deducing, she does eventually figure out who the killer is. So she resets her day one more time and makes sure she does everything perfect. She fixes her relationship with her dad, tells this dude he don't got the shrimp. She even signs that global warming petition. She was ready to face the killer and kill him. And she does. She confronts him at the hospital. And it turned out to be a serial killer who was staying there, which to me and probably a lot of y'all was kind of lame. You telling me it was just some random chop dude who just likes killing women? That's lame. Isn't it supposed to be usually somebody you know? That's lame. But I assure you, it was not over. Because after that perfect execution and the cycle was seemingly over, Tree decides to end the day and celebrate her birthday by finally indulging in that cupcake her roommate made her. You know, might as well, we won, right? But then the cycle reset again. First time seeing this, I was shocked. How? Why? She got the killer though, right? Is she trapped? Tree was flipping out. She goes back to her dorm scrambling and her roommate's confused, telling her to calm down and just have this cupcake. We were talking about a cupcake. Does it look like I want a cupcake? I already ate it last night. The loop reset because Tree died again because the cupcake was poisoned. Yup, that's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, she got backdoored by her roommate. Fuck. Ain't that bad, bitch.
The killer was her roommate the whole time. And the other dude is still a serial killer, but it's her. All those times she got murked earlier, the stabbing, the drowning, the bat, the car blowing up, it was all her. And since she works at the hospital, she planted the mask on the serial killer so it could look like it was him doing it. I know, insane. If you're wondering why she did it, well, it turns out she was also having an affair with Dr. over here. And she hated how much more the doctor likes Tree than her, which you want to kill her because the
You want to kill her because y'all both is getting clapped by the doctor? And Tree apparently has better cooch than... Bro, what the fuck is we talking about?
married guy prefers her as a side piece over you as a side piece. That just sounds like a skill issue, bro. It ain't Tree's fault you third in rotation, bro. This one ends with Tree kicking her roommate out the window with zero consequences, by the way. I don't know how she's gonna explain that to the cops, but F it. And Tree lives happily with that dude from the dorm for about a day, because there's a sequel, but I ain't going over it today. Plus, that sequel is not as ridiculous as the last movie I want to go over. But before I go over that one, real quick, I gotta talk about a horror movie that was not only more ridiculous than Tree over here, but disappointed me crazy. Now, I need to let y'all know right now, I'm a fan of the FNAF franchise. Truly. I mean, I used to watch the creepypasta vids when FNAF 1 came out, had the Living Tombstone songs in rotation. I'm not gonna act like I've read the books, cause y'all know I did it. But I just did what most of the community does and just watched a 2-hour video on it. Point is, I'm a fan. But man, this last movie, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it definitely wasn't good. Definitely not better than the first one. Like when I watched the first one, I was like, alright, it's a 2-hour video on it. Point is, I'm a fan. But man, this last movie, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it definitely wasn't good. Definitely not better than the first one. Like when I watched the first one, I was like, alright, this is cool. Animatronics look great. Story's a little goofy. But I mean, hey, it got Springtrap and at least it's a fun watch. The second one though, it was not fun. I'm sick of this it's for the fan stuff. I'm a fan and I want a good movie. Just cause I like the franchise doesn't mean you could just give me bare minimum and throw some fan service on there and expect me to be satisfied. That's not love. Like, could you imagine your mom only fed you and bathed you growing up? No hugs, no kisses, no handholds, nothing. Not even a side hug. That's what this movie feels like. Like, do you really love us, Scott? Do you love me? And the most ridiculous part about this movie to me, like, it's extremely ridiculous. I could not stop thinking about it the whole movie because it happened so early on. And y'all know I hate this. Is that the characters are so stupid. Like, not even the main characters. That's not who I'm talking about. I mean civilians. Like at the very start of the film, which was really nice by the way, but aside from what I'm about to say now, we get this scene where this little girl witnesses a kid getting kidnapped and she rushes to the adults in the area to help her. But for some reason, all of the adults in this movie just tell her to take a hop? Like, did you mishear me? I said a kid is getting kidnapped. What you mean, bug off? And I understand it's important to the puppet's backstory because, you know, she died with rage and that's why she hates the parents in the movie or whatever. But bro, no grown adult is going to respond like this to a child begging for help. Oh, okay, maybe like one. But you telling me they all ignored her? Cap. And that's not even the only example. There's another scene where this girl Abby brings Chica to the science fair as her project, and Abby's teacher looks at this 7-foot, 400-pound robot and says, "Hey, that's just someone in a suit." Are we serious? I'm pretty sure the floor shakes when she walks, bro. You think that's a person in a suit? I'm done. That's not even me mentioning the ending. Last thing before I'm done with this. At the end of this one, right as the toy animatronics are about to kill the main cast members, like something out of the WWE, the old animatronics from the first movie pull up and kill them. Bro, this joke is ridiculous. I'm not even joking. It felt like I was watching Spy Kids 3. Like, y'all remember when the whole Gonzalez family, I forgot their names, I'm not gonna lie, it's something Spanish. The Gonzalez family and the villains from the second one come together to beat the bad guy from the third one. That's literally what this was. But hey, at least we saw Baby. We got the 2 killers from Scream now. Abby, when she was possessed, was low-key creepy. And best part, they put the and now for the goofiest movie of the video. Y'all, this movie might seriously be the most ridiculous movie I've gone over on this channel. From the moment I saw this movie pop up on my Hulu feed, I was like, oh, they gonna love this. The title says enough about it, so I'm gonna just get straight into it. In this movie, we follow another sorority girl named Emily. And while she's not as rude as Tree, you know, now out here telling dudes they got the shrimpy, I actually think she's more obnoxious. Because Emily over here is what they like to call a clout chaser. All she wants is to be Instagram famous and the president of her sorority. And look, the second one I don't care about, but I will never understand some people's fixation on being famous. If you're doing it for the money that comes with fame, fine, I completely understand it. But if you're doing it just so you can have meaningless numbers go up,
yeah, like, cause imagine, nigga, you trying to go to the fucking grocery store and all of a sudden 50 million people want to take photos of you, or let's say you trying to cheat, you trying to be low key and cheat, and all of a sudden you got caught up because paparazzi came out and it's all like, that sound kind of ass if I'm being honest, you know? Like, damn, I can't just move around like a normal civilian. You niggas gotta have cameras on me 24/7.
and have people in your business, you gotta get your priorities straight. On that note, get my IG to 10K, we almost there. But yeah, she wants clout. And one day while she's walking through the mall, she gets her opportunity. When this guy, who she takes a selfie with for some reason, tells her, you know what would really get your numbers up? Owning a sloth. Bro, yup, I'm not even gonna hide it. Y'all saw the title. This movie is about a sloth that gets adopted into a sorority house and starts killing everyone. And it is hilarious. Usually with these last movies I go over, there's always something about them I don't like. But this movie is so ridiculous and over the top with the sloth stuff, I can't even take it that serious. And I didn't know it was gonna be this wacky. At first you just see it do regular, well not regular, but more believable stuff like kill a crocodile and the dude from the start. You know, maybe it's just a really strong sloth. But then we start seeing the sloth surf the web, slip pills in this one girl's drink, go on a murder spree in the house that no one notices for weeks, and most ridiculous of all, drive a Mustang. Why?
Alright, bro. Alright. At that point, you might as well put the nigga in a Hellcat. At least that's what people think of all black people.
Yeah, this is what we got it. This one ends with the sloth killing even more people, and at the end running a gauntlet against Emily and her friends, where it survives literally almost everything. It gets tossed out a window, beat by a bat, stabbed by a katana, shot like 3 times, and stabbed in the head by a tiara before getting shot again, and that actually put it out. That's Michael Myers' durability on a sloth, by the way. And in the end, Emily learns to not care about external validation, and her friends become an animal poaching awareness group. Peak cinema. That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over today. Comment down below the ones you guys thought was the goofiest.
I think the goofiest one, probably, honestly, yeah, probably with the last one, bro. Cause like, what do you mean this sloth has the strength of goddamn Michael Myers, nigga? That shit don't even make sense. No, but anyways, yeah, like he said, bro, y'all like up, comment up, let me know y'all thoughts on this comment section below. Hit that subscribe button too. I'd really appreciate it, man. And until next time, I'll catch y'all boys later, man. Peace.